Hey, it's Brendan here from WP Speedfix. In this video, I want to talk about our technical SEO audit service, or our technical and on-page SEO audit service. We get a lot of questions about this. It's a very popular service. So let me get into it. So it is a technical audit. It's an on-page audit. It's really designed for existing businesses. They might have done SEO in the past. They might have an SEO agency already, or we also do this for SEO agencies where we do a deep dive on the technical SEO, the on-page SEO, in a similar way to how we do our site speed audits, where we audit it, come up with an action plan, and then with this SEO audit, we can also do the implementation, or it's available as a standalone audit by itself. So let me get into some of the specifics here. So basically, this service takes 2 to 7 business days, depending on how big the site is. It's probably, for most sites, it's on the longer side of that, because we may need logins and we may need access to different things. I'll start off with some examples here. If we scroll down the page here on our website, or if you're not on our website, you're looking at this on YouTube, go to services and then SEO audit service, and you'll see the details. And there's a few screenshots here of example audits. So here's what basically it looks like, the deliverables. So you get a Google sheet like this. It has a bunch of tabs on the bottom. So it has a lot of kind of the raw data. So SEO crawl data. We also do site speed. So this service also includes our site speed audit service. So it's also auditing the site speed or core web vitals, and giving action items for that as well. But this one, like all our audits, it's broken up into kind of the priority issues, or the things that will give the biggest wins. So typically with our audit, so we collect a whole bunch of raw data, we analyze it, and then we come up with insights and action items from it. So we break down what is the issue, what's the impact in terms of, its impact on SEO, high, very high, extreme in some cases, you'll see here. What the fix is, so the broad how-to or the broad action items, the benefit, why do it, the risks. Some of these things do have risks. The work required, so just a broad little bit of work, lot, high, a lot of work, and who's implementing it. So some customers, they do the whole implementation themselves. Sometimes they get their internal team to do some of it, and we do some of it, and sometimes we do it all. So you'll see there that this one is actually a real world audit that we've taken a screenshot from. And some of this was a WooCommerce site. So you can see here, one of the big issues was it wasn't appearing in Google Shopping. So that was listed as extreme. It's a big site, has a lot of traffic. So some of the stuff is obviously it blacked out, but you can see here some of the examples. Also, Google local inventory ads. This store in particular, this business had a local business, or a local location, or physical location, sorry. So local inventory ads are important. And Bing Shopping as well, because Bing Shopping, like Google Shopping, also has a free component, so there's no reason not to get it set up. There's some other things there as well. There were some issues for this site with some indexation of product pages, because there were a lot of products. I think there were thousands of products on this site. So we had a way to get those products indexed faster, or those pages indexed faster, using video schema and Google Shopping integration. And there was a lot of kind of indexation issues here as well, with different taxonomies on this one. Let's have a look. There's some speed stuff to do here. So Cloudflare is the CDN we typically recommend, and especially for this site, because it's a bigger site, Cloudflare APO was important. But you can see here, there's the action items, some of them around speed and content delivery network, and then there's another screenshot there. With some of it's kind of speed and SEO, but we even look at hosting configuration. So this one was using an older version of SQL on Cloudway, so there was a recommendation to upgrade SQL to the latest version. You can see there, it's just basic action items. Get Redis working for object caching, and turn off the varnish service in Cloudway. So you can see it's quite detailed. And while some of these are like a single row action item, some of these are kind of big jobs for implementation. So getting Google Shopping working, that could take several hours of troubleshooting. So while some of these look like they're easy, there might actually be several hours of work behind each one. So like I said, the audit is available standalone. So the standalone audit comes with 2 hours of developer time implementation, and then it's also available as a sprint, so an audit plus a 3-month sprint, you'll see here. So the price is $24.50 USD right now, and then the implementation sprint is $1,500 USD per month for 3 months. So it's essentially a 4-month sprint. If you click over here, if you click the order button or get started button, you'll see in our order system the 2 options there. So there's just the standalone audit by itself, and there's the audit with the implementation. So $24.50 as the audit, which generally takes a couple of weeks, and then the implementation $1,500 a month via 3 months. Let's talk about some of the things that are included. So you can see here, actually, this list is a good one. So we look at indexation. We do a deep dive on Google Search Console and big webmaster tools. Look at what's in there and come up with some action items from there. Often there's a lot of work to do there. There's indexation problems, there's canonical problems, 404 problems. So there's a big deep dive there. We look at title tags, meta descriptions, the standard on-page stuff, H1 tags, open graph, site structure and URLs. Server logs is an important one. There's a lot of data in server logs that can give us insights into what's going on with the site and why things might be slow or problematic or not ranking. Particularly WooCommerce sites have a lot of canonical issues if there's a lot of products and there's a lot of variations. So that can be a problem. We look at local SEO, Google Maps, Apple Maps, Bing Maps, citations, things like that, and ranking locally. 404 areas I think we talked about. It's a WooCommerce site. We look at Google Shopping and analysis of that and what to do. Look at the SEO plugin, of course. Keyword content matching. So we pull the keyword data out of Google Search Console and just have a look at what the opportunities are there and how well it's matched to content on the site. We talk about in some of our other videos and some of our other content, we talk about some of the SEO fundamentals where you need a page of content for every keyword or search term you want to rank for, and you should only have one page for that content. So there's a lot of sites we see generally are checking the box for having a piece of content for a particular search term or keyword, but often they have multiple pages, so that's a problem, or conflicting pages. So there's a lot of data there, particularly for a bigger site, that's useful. We look at backlinks. Because it's an on-page audit, we don't do a deep dive into backlinks, but we do look at backlinks in Google Search Console and Ahrefs. Particularly in Google Search Console can pick up toxic backlinks, or we don't really like to use the word toxic backlinks, but spammy backlinks, or where the site has had a negative SEO attack. Like we talked about, we do a detailed site speed audit as well. We dig into everything. So the site speed audit is essentially the same service as this one here, site speed audit and consult. So the work we do, or the SEO audit, includes this option 2 here. So it also includes the full site speed audit and implementation. Let's have a look what else on page, just general on-page audit, on-page stuff, schema, H1 tags, all that sort of jazz. We talk about the Google Search Console, Bing Search Console review, Big Webmaster Tools review, and then we come up with the action plan and strategy to move forward. And like I said, the standalone audit still includes 2 hours of implementation support as well. Typically, this audit supports sites with up to 1,000 pages or so. If you have a big site with 50,000 pages, something like that, it's probably best to email us first. Bigger sites require different sort of handling to smaller sites, and 1,000 pages is kind of a cutoff where things start to, you need to be managed differently. It's not just a simple audit at that size. So that's pretty much it. Let me see if there's anything else you need to know here. There's just some more details here on the page itself. If you're not sure whether this is for you, here's a few places to start with if you're not ready to order. So on our website, if you go to the homepage, you'll see there's this free audit. So just submit a request for a free audit here. I want help with SEO and go through that. One of our team will have a look at your site and tell you how we can help. So that's a good starting point. If you want to DIY, you're not ready to purchase a full service, there's a few things here. So we have a free SEO audit tool, free Core Web Vitals report, free site speed test tool, and all of these are no opt-in required. So they take 60 to 90 seconds each. So this one gives you kind of basic SEO report. This one will give you a Core Web Vitals report. This one updates on the second Tuesday of each month, so it tells you how your site performance is going overall. There's a video there that explains it. And this is our site speed test. So this one is more speed focused. It also includes some SEO stuff as well, but it's a bit more technical SEO focused. But it'll give you a bunch of detailed recommendations on how you can improve your site and some of your SEO. So I think that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you found that useful. Like I said, if you have any questions, just fill out this audit form here, or just head to a contact us page and ask us there. If you're ready to order now, like I said, hit the get started button. It'll take you to our ordering system and run through the checkout process. Once the checkout process is complete, then there's an onboarding form that asks you a bunch of questions about what products are you selling, what keywords you're looking to rank for, all that sort of jazz. Ask for some different logins as well. Once we have that information, the guys will test it. Make sure, we'll check it and test logins and make sure they all work, and they'll come back to you and confirm and start moving forward. But like I said, that SEO audit generally is about 7 business days turnaround, 2 to 7 days, but if we're a bit busier, it's on the higher side of that. So anyway, that's it for this video. Let me know if you have any questions, like I said, in the comment section. Otherwise, leave you to it. Cheers.